Hi everyone, Arlene here. I'm in the middle of making my Christmas cards for this year. Yes, I haven't mailed them yet. It's been a little busy this month, and but anyways, I thought it would be cool to share with you how I put this card together. I haven't done a card video in quite some time, so I thought it would be kind of a mix to my normal videos that I put out on mini albums. So let's go ahead and get started. What I did is I took a piece of black, about 60-pound weight, black 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and cut it lengthwise at 5.5 to make a standard size card, which basically is, what is this, 8.5 by 5.25, or 5.5, sorry. So when you fold the card, it's 4.25 by 5.5, okay, standard card. So how I did this is I took, I went ahead and scored it in half, okay, so I scored it at 5.5, and then I used my Cuttlebug embossing folder, and I ran one side through my Big Shot in the embossing folder. So this is what I got, and this is basically the snowflake embossing folder. Okay, and then what I did is I took a Stampin' Up! Frame, stamp frame, and I daubed it with gold acrylic stamp. And here's a sample right here. Actually, let me grab this one here. Okay, so I stamped it with gold acrylic paint, and then heat set that, and then I took some frosted lace stickles, just applied it in my hand, and I rubbed it randomly over the frame. So it gives it that little bit of glitter or distress type of look, okay? And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you how I, and then what I did is I took a picture of my 3 boys, and let me show you how I adhered that. I basically cut it, and this measures, I believe it's 2.5 by 1 7/8 or something of that sort. What I did is I took my glossy accents. Let's see if the nozzle's still clear. Yes. Okay. And I just ran a thin line along the edge there. And I just flipped the picture over and laid it down. Okay, and then you just push it down. Okay, and then glossy accents dries pretty quick. So basically that's how I put that together. Now I'm going to show you how I did the Santa, and this stamp is by Inkadinkadoo. Okay, love it, little Santa stamp. Okay, got that at Michael's for only $5.99 plus an additional discount, which is really cool. So what I'm doing is I'm using a mouse pad to do my stamping. So what I'm going to do is grab a piece of paper, and this measures 4 by 2 3/4. And then I'm going to take my little scratch paper here because I'm going to be kind of stamping off a little bit. Actually, no, before I do that, let me go ahead and distress the, I'm sorry for my reach here, guys. It's a little cramped. I've been working on a mini album, too, in addition to doing the cards. So I'm using fired brick and peeled paint. So what I basically do is distress the piece of paper first, okay? So I'm just going to rub on, and most of you who have watched Tim's videos know how to do this. Just kind of blend and use a circular motion. Okay. So peeled paint first, and then I'm going to do the remaining space with fired brick red. Sorry for the noise here. The table is like super shaking, and everything on my desk is moving. Okay. So distress first, and then what I'm going to do is get my mouse pad. Let me wipe this down a little bit here. Okay. And then I'm going to get my mouse pad and a piece of paper that I've been stamping off of. Okay. And then I'm going to turn my stamp upside down, and I'm going to use the archival ink. I don't know if this is by Ranger. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then you just ink up that stamp really good, the archival ink. Okay, and then make sure you get another piece of scratch paper and a brayer, because you'll need that. So a piece of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to capture the whole sentiment on here, so it's going to be a little off. Okay, and then usually what I do is I just get a piece of scratch paper and a brayer just to make sure I get everything on there. Okay, and just pop it right off. Okay, there's that. And what I ended up doing to sort of cover up some of this empty space, and I'm just going to use this still. Is I am going to use the Tim Holtz snowflakes, and this came in one of the Christmas stamp sets that I recently got, and I'm only going to use the 2 small ones here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink those up, and I'm just going to use this to fill in the space. Okay, so just filling in the gaps. And then what I did is I took some green and red stickles, and this is in just green and Christmas red, and I colored in the hollies with the stickles. And it doesn't have to be perfect, random's fine. The point is to get some color to stand out a little bit on the Santa. And then I put in 3 little berries for the hollies. Okay, so that's basically what I did. Here's a completed one. Okay, and you can do some additional color on here if you want. Don't have to, because I think it's really cool how the green stands out. And then what I did, because Santa's going to be going off to the side and this corner is rounded, is I rounded off this corner here. Okay, just like that, because it's going to be sitting like this. Okay, so this is going to dry, so I am going to go ahead and adhere this one. I think I need to empty out my chomper. It's starting to jam on me. Okay. And basically it's just about getting everything locked down onto the card. Okay, and then for the frame, and I'm just using my ATG to get this down, guys. You can use double sticky tape to get this down also. Okay, and then what I did is I took a snowflake and if I can find it, glue dot. Okay, and just kind of glue that down there. And to add some interest, I added a bling. Okay, that's that. And then basically for the center, I stamped it with a couple of stamps and a snowflake from one of my stamp sets. And then this measures 5 1/4 by 4. And then I rounded the corners, and I'll basically just be adhering it down like that. Hope you enjoyed the card. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.